T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Rips the helmet off Rudolph's head and then eventually swings it and hits him in the head.
1, 2, 3, where you not hardcore? Let you live hardcore. And the letter of the rich was way hardcore. Yeah! Now we're rocking.
What's up? It's time for another edition of Hardcore Challenge Live, the official webcast of the Hardcore Challenge, which, of course, as you all know, is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Because if you're not playing in the Hardcore Challenge, are you really even playing fantasy football? Because you're really down in some minor league shit, playing your auntie, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. But hopefully someday, you'll be able to work your way up and play in the pinnacle that is the Hardcore Challenge. Let's get right to it, man. 5 weeks are in the books of the Hardcore Challenge, and that means 5 Game of the Weeks are in the book for the Hardcore Challenge. Let's get right to the Game of the Week from Week 5. Corey and the Pack Attack is back was highlighted again in the Game of the Week as they are the top dog of the league so far this year in points scored and basically everything. They're the top dog, and they were highlighted again in the Game of the Week as it was in the NFC going down once again. Joey's tank top made his first appearance in the Game of the Week. The spotlight was shined upon him. And would he be able to rise to the occasion? No. He wilted like an old man whose Viagra's not working. Joey's tank top was not ready to step up to the big stage. And another notch on the belt for Pack Attack is back as Corey continues his dream season and continues his winning ways, moving to 5-0, sitting with 985 points scored, leader across the entire league. Congrats, Corey. I picked him again. I am undefeated thus far in Game of the Week picks for your 2020 season. And now it's time to get to the guys who absolutely crushed it this week and put up these amazing points. It's time to see who hit big.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yo, check out Homeboy.
Starting off this week's Big Ballers is Jake from State Farm with 211 in the AFC, taking down Stinky Pinky, put up a solid 203. Same thing over in the NFC. Knoxville Assassins big balling with a 211, but the biggest baller of them all, Black Hole with the 219.
And now it's time to see who's on this week's Power 5. Went from the top, and now it's time to go to the bottom.
Only 2 grace the shit list. Mob Adjacent and Team Big L. Both sitting at 0-5.
The boy has no skills. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Time for the Week 6 Game of the Week.
Is this not why you were here?
We spent enough time over in the NFC. It's time to bring the Game of the Week back to the AFC, as we've got Blackout facing off against All-Pro Afro. This is a huge matchup. Blackout is the only remaining undefeated team, as Steve-O has his team lined up and looking good. They just took me down in a close matchup in Week 5, and he's looking for another one in Week 6. All-Pro Afro. Joe's got his team looking good, looking for his first playoff appearance. They're sitting at 3-2, and the crazy thing about the 3-2 All-Pro Afro, they're the number 1 scoring team in all of the AFC. These are the 2 of the heavy hitters right now in the AFC. 5-0, Blackout against 3-2 All-Pro Afro. They have only faced off once before in 2018, Blackout's first season in the first year in the league, and he got a W against All-Pro Afro. That's been the only time they faced off before. Will that trend continue? Who are you picking? Do you got Blackout? Do you got All-Pro Afro? You going with Steve-O? You going with Joe? Who are you going with? I'm undefeated in my picks, so I had to think on this one. I don't want to go wrong, because I think this one could be good. I'm picking the upset, man. Steve-O goes down. All-Pro Afro gets the W this week in the upset in the Game of the Week, and they continue their scoring ways. I think they put up big points, and they moved to 4-2. I'm picking Joe and the All-Pro Afro to win the Week 6 Game of the Week. Let's start in the NFC with the Great White North. Lucky number 11, who had been sitting on the Power 5, slid completely off that bitch, but they're still sitting at 3-2 and tied for first with 2 losses. But Carol, one of our only 2 female owners in the league, and LaMartian has climbed up with 2 big wins, and now you're seeing a tie atop the Great White North in the NFC at 3-2. Skull Crushers at 2-3 with 2 losses in a row is only sitting 1 game out, and we know where Mama Jason is there on the shit list. Elite East of your NFC. Pack Attack is back. Number 1 on the Power 5 is running shit. But take it deep, the defending league champion has won 4 straight, sitting at 4-1. Their only loss is to Pack Attack is back in the first week of the season, and they are looking strong. Knoxville Assassins is not out of it at all at 3-2, winning 2 straight. And Big L, we know what's going on with Big L. He's on the fucking shit list. Blackout Lines, he wants some respect. He's got it. 5 straight wins, leading the Wild West of the NFC. Donkey Punch hanging in there at 3-2, coming off a win. And Mo Betta Butta at 2-3. He's not really out of it, but they're slipping, man, because Black Hole needs to take an L. Renegade Misfits. Travis, I talked him up. I thought he's going to have a rebound this season. He's sitting at 4-1. He's still tripping over his dick. In the NFC Dirty South, Joey's Tank Tops, even with the big loss in the Game of the Week, finds himself still tied for first with the Bandits as well. He gets the big win, moves up to 3-2. I Got a Chubb is sitting at 2-3 with 3 straight losses. Looked like they were coming out of the gate strong, but 3 straight losses after starting 2-0 has Larry wondering what the fuck's going on. And Average Joe, big baller last week, back in the toilet again this week, and they're 1-4. That means we need to jump over to the AFC for the rundown of the AFC, the Great White North of the AFC. You've got Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood sitting at 4-1, our more storied owner. What, fucking 3 times? I ain't gonna sit here and stroke him with his fucking stats. He's good, but he's coming off an L. First one of the season, still sitting in first place at 4-1. Daco's Tuesday with his fucking foot turned on backwards is sitting at fucking 3-2, coming off a loss. And Bad Company with a huge win is one of the big ballers, as Jake from State Farm reminds us that he's still here and he's still fighting as he moves up to 2-3. And Knox Vegas Anarchy pulls himself off the shit list with a win to move to 1-4. The Elite East Blackout is being run away with right now. A 3 game lead in first place by Steve-O. Ryan in second place with the Stone Ponies has to play me this week. They've lost 2 in a row, and they are falling completely out. Big Dog and Bison Broncos at 1-4, already 4 games out of first in division, 5 weeks in. They are teetering as falling onto the shit list next week if they lose again. Bleeding Green is taking control of the Wild West as Stinky Pinky loses in the shootout, dropping his second straight. King Salami has won 2 straight to move to 3-2. And under the influence, Matt just can't get it together. Come on, brother, sitting at 1-4. And the Dirty South, Bucker Raider, 2002, bounced back with a big win. 4-1, showed up again on the Power 5. All-Pro Afro, leading scorer in the AFC, sitting at 3-2. And a big win for the Beaver Street Roar as they pulled to 2-3. I lost, man. James White and the Patriots game getting postponed, losing one of my number 1 running backs. I had to plug in a wide receiver off the free agent market, and you got a fucking 0, man. Just wasn't my week. I dropped to 1-4, was the only team in the goddamn division to take an L. That's a bummer. That makes it a must-win for me against the Stone Ponies this week. That's your league rundown. Don't forget, you have to have a defensive player or a defensive team on your bench at all times to support the defensive side of the ball. That helps with the extra defensive flex player and the extra reason why I added the extra bench. That's a mandatory rule. Defensive player or team must be on your bench at all times. Remember, 48 hours for all trades, so you got another one that's been plugged through. Don't see any problem with it. That baby's going to be sealed and delivered here within 48 hours of the time it posted. Get ready for week 6. The shit list only had 2 on it this week. I got a feeling there's going to be quite a few more names on it next week. Because if you take that 5th L, and I'm one of them, you're going to be making an appearance on the shit list. Get ready for week 6. Good luck. Game on. I'm out. Peace.